Hello everyone and welcome to the kit analysis of Touka Satomi's kit. She is a fire breaker that specializes in single target fights. Her stats are pretty average except her speed, which is really high, and will get even higher thanks the speed buff of her ability. But first let's go through her skill. It will attack a single enemy as well as give Touka an attack and damage reduction buff. She doesn't really need either of these since she isn't a damage dealer. And if she's ever at a risk of dying, the rest of your team probably is too, so the damage reduction won't really matter in most fights. Her special attack is also single target and will give her a break gauge depletion buff for 2 turns. Her ability has 3 effects. She gets a stackable speed buff up to 20% whenever an ally uses a follow-up or counter, so be sure to bring characters that can do that. She also gets more break gauge depletion for every buff she has, up to 5. She already gives herself 3 buffs with her skill and special attack, so you can max it out easily just by bringing a buffer in the team. And finally, whenever she uses her special attack while she has 2 buffs active, which is easy to do thanks to her skill, she will launch a follow-up attack and give herself 20% action advance. Just be careful and be certain that she still has her buff before using her special attack when you're facing enemies that can remove buffs. Her support ability is easily the best in slot for any breaker because it increases both speed and break gauge depletion. Yes, you need 2 buffs to get the speed, but that's a ridiculously easy to fulfill condition. Just keep in mind that passive buffs like the defense buff from Sayaka's ability doesn't count for both her ability and support ability. And finally, for her kit, all her ascensions are pretty good and will increase her performances nicely. Her best ones are her A1 and A2. Unsurprisingly, for a breaker, you should equip her with either break gauge depletion, speed, or MP recovery. There are number 4-star support ability to increase her break gauge depletion since Lux Madoka only works for a light element, but you can use Karen for her speed. And for portraits I recommend Proof of Friends again, or It's Cake Party Time. For team building you just need to fulfill the conditions of her ability, so at least 1 buffer and then characters with lots of follow-up attacks. The best one being Ren due to her frequent and unlimited follow-up attacks. Hamura is a decent choice, but she only uses her follow-up when the enemies are broken, so you should bring someone else alongside her. As I said earlier, she is by far the fastest breaker. Technically Madoka can get faster but only after the enemies are broken, so it's not really useful for single target. But Touka's biggest issue is the fact that she doesn't bring utility to the team. Rina has her action delay. Iroha has her SP generation and her high crit rate, which is good for characters like Matakami or Yachiyo, and Madoka has her MP gain for the whole team. So while yes, if you only account for their single target breaking capabilities, Touka is probably the best one, but she unfortunately doesn't do anything else, which put her a bit behind. So with all that said, I don't think you need to summon for her, unless you don't already have a 5-star breaker, and you're not gonna get Iroha as your free 5-star. Obviously she's still a really good unit despite her lack of utility just due to amount of destruction she will bring to your enemy's break gauge. And that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe, and if you summoned for Touka or got her in your free 10 pull, don't hesitate to leave a comment about her performances. Goodbye and see you soon.